Well, to start with, there's my little Minnie. She got shots today. She's not very happy. Uh, I bumped her a couple times and just bumped up against her little tail, and she just cried. So she's sore. She got rabies and another vaccination, and she didn't like it. But now she's all vaccinated. She got her tag and everything. So anyway, well, here I am, and tell you about how I beat paranoia, and it's truly wonderful. Um, and it's just granted me a whole new life that I haven't had in a long, long time. Because every time I turned around, I was extremely paranoid about something going on, happening all the time. You know, I was convinced of it. My mind was creating more and more things, whether they were happening or not. It just kept creating more. If one little thing happened, truthfully happened, then my mind would throw in just bunches and bunches of more stuff. That, well, this could happen too. This happened. This happened. This and that. Like, and really, it's just it's sad. So, but on top of that, I was being gang stalked, and they were using my paranoia to cover their trails, and so it was. It was like just because you're paranoid doesn't mean people aren't out to get you. That type of situation. And so it was, one was building the other, and it was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it was just a never-ending cycle. And it was scary. It was really terrible. So I couldn't convince anybody else that this was actually happening because my mind was inventing most of it. Keep in mind, a lot of it was happening, but my mind would make the stuff up become more important than the stuff that was actually happening for some reason. If I thought somebody got in my house, my mind would say, yeah, and they changed the door. And so I would be looking at the door like, has the door been replaced? Well, what? And so trying to get somebody to believe that. And, they were just like, dude, you're crazy. And I was. So what I had to do was I had to start keeping this up to myself. I had to start keeping, just no matter what it was, I had to just keep it to myself. Every now and then I would trust one person or another person, but it never did me any good. I had to believe in myself and that I could find a way out of it with God's help, that I could get through this. And so what I eventually started doing was I started believing that everything that I was seeing was real. And by doing so, something's happened that's real, you have to find a solution and fix it. Or make it better, make it where it doesn't happen again. So that's what I started doing. I thought somebody was getting in my house. I'd try to figure out how they were getting in and try to solve that problem. As a result of it, I started getting my house secured. Hi everybody. I'm glad somebody's listening to me. This is how I did it. So as I secured my house, then I started just taking things out one at a time. What can I do to make me not paranoid? What can I do to fix this situation? All right. And I knew telling somebody else about it wasn't going to do me any good because nobody would believe it. And even if they did, and if they did believe it, they probably were using it against me to gang stalk me and make me even more paranoid because, hey, wind him up and watch him spin. I'm sure it was pretty fun watching me go through all the stuff I went through, because that's what they like to do. So as I got a handle on things, I started to become comfortable with myself. Started to become comfortable with my life. as a result of that, I didn't feel the need to put, all the drugs and alcohol back in my body, because I was comfortable with who I was. So then as a result of that, I was able to get clean off of drugs and alcohol. Cool thing. All right. But I was using medical marijuana, and it was helping me with my PTSD. It was helping me with my bipolar disorder, and it was helping me with my anxiety. Well, you can't tell a lot of people in recovery networks that you're using medical marijuana because they don't see that as medicine, like Suboxone and methadone and all those other hardcore medicines are. Medical marijuana is you're just smoking pot. Well, no, I really wasn't. And I still use medical marijuana, but I am clean and sober today as far as I'm concerned, 100%. What I don't do anymore is I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't smoke it either. I make an oil, and I use it topically, and it helps for pain. It's a litany of things it cures and helps with. And by doing so, I'm not sedated or high 24/7 because I don't have to use that much. Just a microdoses, basically. So on January the 2nd, I will have what I'm going to consider my first year clean and sober, all right, off of drugs and alcohol, 100%. All right, haven't been smoking cigarettes or smoking anything. Number one, I can't breathe. And so if I did, I wouldn't be able to breathe because my breathing's real bad. And I got a service animal, Minnie, and she doesn't leave my sight. The last dog I let leave my sight, she got hit by a car. So Minnie's not ever going to get in that position. She will be by me 100% of the time, all the time. And started beating my paranoia. Got off the drugs and the alcohol. I started going to church and praying and believing in God again. Really cool. I'm still in the midst of some gang stalkers. All right. But today, I try not to react to their actions. All right. They act all calm and cool and collected when they're coming at me to make me come off my hinge and get radical with them. Well, today, I try not to react. I act. If I can't act, I wait and do it later. Google it is the best way to solve an argument. You just Google it. I don't have to be right, even though I am. So I don't have to prove it to you. I have to know it in my heart, and that's all that matters. It's like, to thine own itself be true. The gang stalkers used to tell me that all the time. And I was thinking they were, being, just trying to appease me and make me feel like uncomfortable or whatever, because I felt like they were laughing at me when they were saying that. And they probably were. And it didn't matter, because to thine own self be true, and that's what matters. Be true. I don't have to. You don't have to believe me that I'm being honest. I just have to be honest. You don't have to believe me that I'm doing something or I'm not doing something. I just have to do it. That's all that matters. One person can say that guy is high. He can tell two people. Those two people can tell four people, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, everybody knows that guy is high. Well, that has to do with what's it called? Gossip. All right, gossip is just another form of gang stalking. All right, when you're gossiping about somebody and you're spreading rumors about them, all right, whether you think it's true or not, It's probably not, because it got started by another person, all right, that's probably up to no good, all right? And then you're giving that person the power to destroy another person's life. And you're doing it so innocently, but it's not. You're not innocent. If you're gossiping and spreading another person's sentences out of their mouth, you're just as guilty as they are for starting the rumors. All right? Don't be guilty. All right? Be part of the solution. So, anyway, here it is today, a couple days away from my 63rd birthday. Me and Minnie were here at the house, happy as can be. Can't breathe worth shit. But I got food, I got power, and I got water, I got a cool chair, and a really nice van. Trash everywhere, but that's okay, because we'll get her picked up what we can, and what we can't, we're just not going to worry about. So I just want to tell y'all to be nice to yourself. Be nice to somebody else. Don't mess with paranoid people. They have enough to deal with. They don't need you spinning them out so you can watch them spin. All right, don't wind them up. Leave them alone. Be there for them. Don't laugh at them. Don't do something for them without them knowing that you're doing it. Let them know what's going on and what you're up to all the time. Because that's just the way to do it. All right? Treat them like you would want to be treated if it were you. There's not a lot of that going on these days. All right? We need to see a little bit more of it. People, we're all responsible for our brothers and sisters. All right? Just like they're responsible for us. All right? We're all responsible for each other. So let's start being there for each other. It's year 2025. All right, let's help somebody out. Let's be honest. All right? I can't tell you the amount of times I've heard somebody say, I don't lie. Well, you may not lie. You're just not able to tell the truth. You're truthfully challenged, you know. But usually the people that say, you know me, I don't lie, I found that they're usually the biggest liars of the bunch. Especially when they're saying so-and-so called them a liar. And they'll say, you know me, I don't lie. So you know they're crazy as hell because they said I'm lying. Well, they probably know you pretty damn well. All right? This person that said that, last person that said that, says about somebody else calling him a liar. Next thing I knew, they ripped me off for $300. You know, and I asked him about it, and I said, oh, no, you didn't give me no money. It's like, okay, you're not a liar either, are you? You know, the deal with, our putting our trust in somebody else that is supposed to be spiritual, and they're doing unspiritual things, and they're supposed to be your spiritual leaders and spiritual guides in these different programs and what have you. If they're doing stuff that's unspiritual, is that really the person you need to learn from? I think not. Somebody that's never had the experiences of relapsing, of going back out and doing this thing over and over and over and not figuring it out. Is that really the person that can help you when you're going through that over and over and over? You're not figuring it out. Or do you need to find somebody that's been through it over and over and over and finally figured it out? I'm not asking you to follow me, because I ain't sure I've got it all figured out. But I know what I'm doing is working for me, and I'm just going to keep marching. So So that's what you need to do. Find something that works and keep marching. It's all scientific. You know, it's a recipe. You add a pinch of this, a pinch of that. And if it comes out of cake and it tastes good, make another one. If you try to make another one and it doesn't come out, you did something wrong. Go back and look. All right. And you'll find that you didn't add something right. And I'm just getting repetitive now. So in the year 2025, let's all be cool. See you. And Minnie says, Minnie, show me your face. Minnie. Baby, she don't feel good at all. She does not like vaccinations. No, she doesn't. She's all curled up. She's gonna go to sleep. I love her. I hate her. She don't feel good. So, y'all take it easy. Love you guys. See ya.